Good afternoon. It is Sunday. It is Independence Day weekend. So happy Independence Day to every American and everybody who loves the United States of America, wherever you may be. Okay, so I was just reading up on some of the Office of Inspector General, um, just looking at some recent Social Security fraud issues. And here's one. This was put up by the OIG on May 16th of 2023. It happens to be the title of the share is former Anheuser-Busch employee found guilty on 26 felonies connected to disability fraud. Apparently there was multiple Anheuser-Busch employees or former employees. I'm not sure that part's relevant, but they're putting it out there. This is an example where, okay, so here's a regular person who sees a chiropractor. Turns out she, and her name is, let's put it out there, Elizabeth, I'm going to say it wrong, Guetersloh, 67 years old. She was found guilty by a jury in U.S. District Court, that's a federal court, of 2 counts of mail fraud, 16 counts of wire fraud, and 8 counts of theft of government funds. Apparently the trial began May 8th and it completed by the time this was written, which was May 16th. So apparently this scheme involved a chiropractor, and he has pled guilty previously. So I'm wondering if he helped bring the rest of them down. His name is Thomas G. Hobbs, age 65. What a stellar guy. So he pled guilty to a conspiracy charge, and admitted conspiring to commit the crimes of healthcare fraud, making false statements, theft of government funds, and Social Security fraud. Okay, so but going back to Ms. And I'm going to say it, probably butchering her name, Guetersloh. She was a patient of the chiropractor. And apparently this is all part of a big scheme to falsely claim disability benefits. So apparently, for my read from this, and you can read it for yourself and see if you have the same take, she and others would go to him potentially, but he would doctor up chiropractic records and he would coach them on false things to claim so that they would be found disabled and receive benefits. And apparently she received over $300,000 worth of benefits. I bring this to your attention, not because I think this is rampant. I really don't. I mean, not from my perspective, because people like her aren't going to be coming to people like me, because it's kind of easy to read between the lines. So while it's out there, and I'm not saying it's puny, but it's not like the everyday person who just left work because they are, it's so easy to determine if someone is fraudulent or not. I mean, we actually don't even take chiropractic records very seriously. And this is not to put down chiropractors, but because they are not fully acceptable medical sources under SSA law, that would never even be something I'm looking at. So I'm still curious as to how she and the others who did it along with this chiropractor pulled it off, because his records aren't all that unless he was something else on top of being a chiropractor. But what a big scam. I mean, huge amounts of money, and that's just apparently her. And apparently there are plenty others. So I'll link the article down below, and if anybody wants to read it. Again, I don't see this stuff. I think twice in 20 years, I've had someone come to me that it became clear to me they were looking to scam, and I had nothing to do with them. And I was disgusted. The person probably didn't even know that that's what they were doing, but they're not really thinking. Like if you're working under the table at all, but certainly if you're working under the table full time and you think you deserve to have disability benefits, come on, right? So anyway, that's a the one that I'm talking about here is Eastern District of Missouri. So yeah, this little Missourian was up to no good, along with a bunch of other cohorts, and of course the doctor of chiropractic. Anyway, just want to share that to you. I'll link it if you're interested in reading it. It's not that long. All right, bye.